Okay, we're going over cosine law. So we already know our sine law, primary trig ratios.
Sure, was watching your video.
Okay. So this is your cosine law. They've written in the book 3 different ways. You really only need to remember one way. This way that we've done it here, what you have to do is always rename a triangle so that you're either looking for side C or angle C. Okay? That's it. Rename a triangle so we're always looking for side C or angle C. In this formula, the 2 things we can solve for are the C on the outside or the C at the end of the equation. Okay? Those are the 2 things we'll be either solving for. In this case, we're solving for a side, which means we're solving for this. But they've called it A. What we're going to do is rename this triangle. Okay? We're going to call this side C and this angle C. The A and B are interchangeable. Okay? So I'll then keep this side B and I'll call this A and angle A. Okay? So now that it's been renamed, we can plug our information in. We're looking for side C, so it is still C squared is equal to side A, in this case, is 9.8, so 9.8 squared, plus side B, which is 8.6, 8.6 squared, minus 2 times A, which is 9.8 again. B is 8.6. And cos C, the uppercase C at the end is the angle. So we have this angle of 40 degrees. We then just have to follow BEDMAS to solve this. So 9 squared, or 9.8 squared, 96.04, plus 8.6 squared, 73.96, minus. So remember, this is a negative term here. This negative 2. So we're multiplying negative 2 times 2 positive values when we go through it. So negative 2 times 9.6 times 8.6. So think of it like this. 9.8 times 8.6 times, is there a negative? There you go. Negative 2, negative 16856.
What?
16856. So negative 16856 times cos 40. We're not going to equate cos 40 yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down a bit so we have a little more room. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Okay. So, because we're in BEDMAS here, this actually says a negative 68.56 times cos 40. Okay? Many people make the error of adding these and then subtracting this term. You cannot do that. You have to keep the multiplication together first. So we can add 96.04 and 73.96 together. When we do that, we're going to get C squared is equal to 96.04 plus 73.96. Hey, that's nice. 170. Subtract 168.56 times cos 40. Okay? So again, do not make the error. I know you will. At one point, someone will do this. Do not subtract those terms. You have to multiply before we do anything. So I have to multiply 168.56 times cos 40. So let's do that all in one step here. 40 cos times 168.56, and it's negative. Okay, that is a negative term in front of it. Negative 12912. One sec. 12912. Because there is a subtraction sign in front of it. Okay. We then take 170 and subtract that. So 170 subtract 129.12. Good, close. 40.88. And this is C squared. So in order to get C by itself, we need to root it. So we need to find the root of 40.88. Jeremiah? Oh, you're doing the other ones. Do we have a root on here? Go to the right. Oh, there it is. All right, 6.39. Great. 6.4, sure. Okay, 6.39. So we've discovered that this side of the triangle is 6.39 centimeters in length. And let's just quickly look at the triangle. I want you guys to use some logical thinking. This is 40 degrees, okay? That is a small degree. So that makes sense that this side would probably be shorter than these other two sides. We'd have to figure the other two out. They're probably larger angles than 40, which makes sense to why these would be wider. Right? The larger the mouth of the angle, the longer the opposite side is going to be. Okay? So we have all this information. That's our one example of cosine law.